Hello, my name is Tony Wiley, and I am the West Central Kentucky Senior Outreach Counselor with KHEAA, Kentucky Higher Education Assistance Authority. And tonight we're going to do a webinar on Kentucky Goes to College and the campaign for Senior Decision Day. And we do have a special guest with us, Annette Neblett, who is one of our Kentucky college coaches. So Annette, would you like to introduce yourself and say which school you work with?
Hey, my name is Annette Neblett. I'm a Kentucky college coach. I'm at Northern High School in Radcliffe, Kentucky, and this is my third year as a college coach. And I love what I do.
And we love what you do. And I've worked with her for 3 years, and she's done a great job at the school. And this year she has some very exciting things she's going to show us about their Senior Decision Day. So welcome, and I'm going to try to share my screen now and pull up our slide presentation so we can go through this. And slideshow. Know if you can see this slide. Do you see it? Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about College Decision Day. And just to let you know, this is the map of outreach. So we do have 13 outreach counselors. And at this time we had 2 vacancies, but they are being filled. And we have another switch because our Cassie Benedict is being now our new assistant director for the outreach services. So this map is going to be updated, and you'll be able to check that on our website and see who the new folks are serving your territories. All right, Kentucky Goes to College. We're going to talk about resources for schools and organizations interested in enhancing their college-going culture through initiatives like Close the Deal, Kentucky College Application Campaign, and College Decision Day. That's one we're focusing on tonight. We have, with this website, Kentucky Goes to College, it's a one-stop site offering tools to help school counselors, community leaders, or college access providers implement one or more of these programs. Resources for students who are going through the college application and financial aid process. And we have a College Decision Day toolkit and a 12th grade planning calendar. And the website is kygoestocollege.com. It's sponsored through KHEAA, Kentucky Higher Education Assistance Authority, and you can go to our website, KHEAA.com, and link on it. And show us when we get to the end of this, we're going to go to our website and just kind of maneuver through that. All right. So what is College Decision Day? It's an effort to celebrate and recognize the seniors for making educational plans after high school. And I like to call it Senior Decision Day because it's more than just which college they're going to go to. It's more than that. So we try to target a May 1st because that's a national candidate selection reply date. It's inspired by the NCAA's National Signing Day we want to give equal recognition to academics and athletics, and also for seniors, whatever their decisions are. And for all of our campaigns, you can register online at kygoestocollege.com. And that way we will send you resources that you can have during the school year for the other campaigns as well. All right, so why host an event? Annette, do you want to share why your all school is hosting the event this year?
We're hosting an event this year to recognize the seniors that have been accepted in the college, or the Navy, or in the workforce, or whatever. So we just want to know them that we want to let them know that we're proud of them, that they've gotten goals and plans after high school, and they're just not going to get out and sit on the couch. So
right. Yes, and that's a thing that I love the Senior Decision Day because it's a day to show intention. You know, time can pass, and with COVID, my gosh, we know time can pass and things just kind of blend into the next day. But this is really a time to say that they have an intention of what their life they're going to shoot for after graduation. So we're recognizing the students, we're encouraging them, influencing them, because I hope that a lot of schools will include the underclassmen, and it makes them think, where do I want to stand next year when it's my turn to be a senior? And of course, support them in getting to those goals. All right, so who should participate? Students seeking a certificate or diploma programs, apprenticeship programs, because Kentucky has a lot of apprenticeship programs now where the students' KEAS money can actually go toward those apprenticeship programs. And instead of going to college, they're learning directly under somebody, and they can use their KEAS money for their tools or uniform or transportation back and forth. So we want to celebrate those things. The workforce, because we do need students, people in the workforce, associate degrees, bachelor degrees, and the military. And Annette, you all are looking at all those avenues, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Great. Okay, this is just kind of a picture shot of County High School College Decision Day, and it shows some of the different area colleges. It also shows like the military, the ROTC, where they're having a big check that's going to show how much education these students are going to be able to get paid for when they finish their stint with the military. And these are all at tables where they're doing the pictures. I've seen schools where they're in the gym, and after they call up and the students get their little certificate, and we're going to show those in a minute, then say it's a school that has a lot of students going there, then they will have the representative from that college go over to a separate area and they'll do a group photo. And what I love about that is sometimes students don't realize that some of their classmates are going to go to the same school. And this gives them a heads up. Oh yeah, when I'm there, I want to look up so-and-so and make sure we connect. Annette, how are you all going to do it? Are you going to call them up individually or by groups? How are you going to do that?
So the way we're planning on doing it is having them come in and get their t-shirts and write the college that they're going to, or the workforce or the military or wherever they're going. And then when they sit in the stands, they will sit in groups of who all's going to EKU, who all's going in the Navy, who's all going in the Army. And so they'll sit in group, and then we're going to take a big class picture with each college being represented.
Okay, nice. Why don't you grab that t-shirt real quick and let's take a look at it. And then when we're out of the slide, we'll show it even bigger. But I love this idea. And I want you to tell them how you all came up with this and where the funding came from for it.
So here's the t-shirt. And it says, I
love it.
And they can write in whatever they want to here. You know, Army, Navy, EKU, NKU, WKU, UK, whatever. And they get to put it on that day. And
wonderful.
Groups in the stands and what colleges or Navy or whatever branch of the service they're going into, we'll take a full class picture of all the seniors in their shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And how I got this idea is I was just kind of figure out what to do for College Decision Day, what to do. So I went online and I kind of Googled things and just kind of looked at some different schools out of the state of Kentucky, and I actually saw another school that did something similar to that. Their shirt didn't say I committed to, it said something to, I decided to go to this school, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And so I just said, well, I committed to, and that way you're committed to go.
Yes.
You're not just, I decided I'm gonna do this, but have you really made that decision? You know, so I wanted them to be committed to whatever they write on their shirts.
I like that. That's a good way to phrase it. And where did you get the shirts again? You said your school had extra money?
Yes, the school had extra money. I went and talked to my principal and told him my idea and what I wanted to do. And he was like, the school has extra money. Get a number of shirts that you need, do a purchase order, and we'll purchase them for them. So then what I did is, because I have access to the Google Classroom, I put it out in the Google Classroom and asked the students, what size shirts do you wear? And I sent it to all the seniors in the school. And also I worked with the senior sponsor because she was taking t-shirt sizes too. So what she did is she sent me the list that she had so we can compare lists, so we didn't have a double.
Right.
So we compare lists, and then I had students that she didn't have. She had students that I didn't have. So we wound up combining it together. So we had a kind of more of an accurate count of how many students we had. So that's how many t-shirts I ordered.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy your school had the money to help fund that.
Yes.
And when we look at the toolkit, it talks about how you can ask community partners how they can participate. And that would be a way if you have a t-shirt company in the area or a company that wants to help sponsor, give money. This would be a great way to do it because those t-shirts are going to be special at the end. And I think that's going to also help solidify, remind the student when maybe they get into that fall and a little unsure of themselves, they see that t-shirt and they remember that they were committed. So I love that idea. Okay, now my screen is frozen up a little bit. Do you still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, but it is, there we go. Okay, so here is a sample event outline. And any school can do it differently. So I've seen schools do it all kinds of different ways. So this is just one idea, but you can have the student arrival and they all come into the large facility, a welcome and overview, and then maybe have a keynote speaker or a panel discussion. And both ways are really nice. The keynote speaker is usually maybe somebody who's graduated from there or a community leader that comes in and talk. It could be somebody that graduated a few years ago and are coming back and just talking about what a difference having plans made. The panel discussions are nice because you're going to hear from a lot of different people that way. And then the recognition of the seniors, hearing what they're doing, the closing remarks, and the group photos. Again, this can be in any order. It can be as much or as little as you want, but just having a day that says, this is where I'm going, this is what my intention is, I think is a big motivator for the schools. Okay, so making the event special, I'm going to list some things and then Annette's going to share some of the ideas that they have that they're doing and what some of the different teachers and the media specialists are doing to get involved. So sometimes students will create a collage wall. They'll make student videos, give away prizes, conduct that panel discussion for the juniors, the rising seniors coming up, involve the underclassmen. And again, when they look and see their older brother or sister or neighbor, or even a friend, and seeing what their plans are, that is a real inspiration, I think, to the underclassmen. Dress the part, it can be, you know, hang out with the swag from your colleges, invite family members, and encourage community support. So Annette, you were talking earlier with me about some of the ideas that and things that are going to happen that you're all planning while the students are gone on spring break so that when they come back, it's kind of a surprise. Do you want to share that?
Yeah, okay. So in our school, when you first walk into our building, we have a big display case. So what we're doing is we're decorating a display case with all the colleges, well, not all of them, but as many colleges as we can get in that little small space. And then it says, where's my little piece of paper? Oh, hold on, let me grab my paper so I say it right.
Okay. I've seen.
I say decision day. Where are you going after graduation?
Okay.
We're gonna have one of the shirts in there so they can see the shirt. And so we think by doing that, they'll be excited about the shirt because everybody likes the shirt and they're gonna be like, where's that shirt at? I want one. So
yeah,
but
they don't get it till the day of the event, right?
Right. They won't get it until the day of the event.
Okay.
On the day of the event, I have the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force are going to be my personnel that's going to pass out the t-shirts for me.
Yes.
And stuff. And the Army said that they would bring their gaming truck so the kids will have something to do.
And just to say that again, the Army is going to bring their gaming truck.
Yes.
So have something to do.
And then my youth service center coordinator is trying to get the drunk car so they can do the little drunk driving thing.
Right, the drunk driving where they set that out in the parking lot and the students can see what it feels like to drive drunk and how well they drive, which is terrible.
And we're just trying to make it a big time for them to just have some fun and be recognized and just enjoy that somebody noticed that they're doing something.
Yes. And didn't you say there was going to be a banner somewhere where the
Yes,
students?
the banner is gonna be when they first come in from spring break, and it's gonna say College Decision Day. Where are you going after
Okay,
graduation? So that's gonna
right.
be the big banner that they first see when they come into the school.
Okay. All right. And I saw a school a few years ago beside the cafeteria, and I love this. They put the big white paper up and they listed the colleges, and then the students would write their name under the colleges that they were going to. So in addition to the day, people going up and down the hallway could look and see, oh, well, these are all going to WKU or U of L or UK or Bellarmine or whichever college. So I thought that was a really neat display thing too. I love
Now,
that. Yeah.
something here at school, and that's why I like being here at North, is because everybody kind of works together. Like our youth service center, they have it, they call it a I got in wall. And they take a picture of the student and then put the college that they got into on a wall
Oh,
as you walk
nice.
into the cafeteria, so you can see where people are going. And
Right.
then my transition coach, he has another wall that he put up
Mhm.
stuff that's career ready and stuff like that. And so
Right.
that's on another wall. So they kind of publicize it all throughout the school. But each
Mhm.
one of us, we work together, but we all do
Right.
different things. But
Right.
it's all surrounded around the seniors.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Okay, well, here are some tips for implementation, student preparation, work with the students to assist in making decisions about their post-secondary plans, meet with the seniors who haven't made a decision to encourage participation, and note where they've decided to attend college. We want to do that because we want to try to invite as many of those colleges in as we can. And then your volunteer coordination, enlist admission professionals from all the schools your students will be attending, engage the whole school population and underclassmen, reach out to the community, and enlist a teacher help to coordinate day of events, and utilize the resources on kygoes2college.com, because we do have a lot of resources there. All right. So best practices, start with a buy-in from the school and district administrators. Like Annette talked to her principal about what her idea that she wanted to have, and they loved it. You may think that, because I know sometimes we get so bogged down in the day-to-day that administrators don't want one more thing on their plate, but sometimes they really love this. So talk with them and see what they think about it. And then line up your volunteers and guest speakers early. And I will say, especially your colleges, because the spring, if a lot of high schools do these events, there's only so many days left till we're out of school. So they're going to be booked and double booked and triple booked. So try to line them up early. And then you can use the acceptance letters to determine the schools to invite, decorate to make the event feel exciting and special, and then prepare the students prior to the event, solicit the local businesses for donations, and use the resources on our KentuckyGoesToCollege.com. I'm going to pull that up in a moment and just kind of walk through it so you can see where those are listed. Final thoughts: do what works best for your school and students. There's no competition between high schools. You can do a tiny, tiny little bit, or you can do a lot. As much as time and effort that you all want to put into it and the resources that you have. Be sure and utilize the social media. So tag at KHEAA.com. We have hashtag KY goes to college, hashtag I applied KY, been admitted, now committed, why apply. Make it fun and special and involve the whole school. Again, the underclassmen seeing what the final goal is for these students is such an inspiration, I think, to them. And then don't hesitate to reach out to your outreach counselors. If we can, we'd love to attend. Again, there are 13 of us, plus the College Info Roadshow, Kevin Wilson. We'd love to come. We're going to try to make as many of them as we can, but reach out to us and let us know. And do we have any questions from anybody while we're holding here? Any of our guests want to put something on the chat box or go online and just ask us something? And if not, we'll have another moment to do that. If you want to take a screenshot, our Director of Outreach Services is Kim Dolan, and our new Assistant Director is Cassie Benedict. And then of course there's Susan Bradley, our assistant. So if you can't reach one of us, she's always able to find out where we are and how we can help out. All right, I'm going to escape out of this and I'm going to see if I can shoot over here. Do you see this, Annette? The KHEAA.com website?
No,
Okay, I may have to do the stop share and come back. So hang on a moment. And we're going to try to share again. And okay. Let me know if you see that now. Do you
Yes.
see KHEAA? Okay, so this is my cheat. I just, instead of typing KY goes to college, I'm going to use our website, KHEAA.com. We have all of these things up here, planning for college, picking a school, college life, things like that. But if you scroll down, you will see the link of Kentucky Goes to College, and that's where these campaigns are. So we're going to link over to that, hopefully. And do you see the change in screen there, Annette? Do you
Yes.
see where it shows Kentucky Goes to College?
Mhm.
Okay, so this goes over all of our information, and we have a lot of things, tabs you can look at, but I'm going to pick on the campaigns and come down to College Decision Day. And now we're going to see we have a section for both the counselor and the students. We should
Oh,
hear.
okay.
There we go. Okay, so if we look over at the counselors, when we click on that, now we're going to see some of those tools. And they're very helpful, I think. And
I use them a lot.
Yes, do you? Good. Okay, the implementation guideline, that's kind of the PowerPoint that we've gone over. We have a decision day virtual toolkit. And if we look at that, it's going to help you with talking about the overview, the purpose of the toolkit. We do have some social media infographics on it, so that's helpful. And I like this because it has the College Decision Day certificate. So this is the one that you can use for the students. And it says, I proudly commit to continue my post-secondary endeavors at and presented that day. And these are really nice. When you call the students up, we pre-fill those out so that you can give them to them that day. And that way you can group them by which school, which company, which former military, whichever way they're going to go on that. Here is an outline of the event. And that is pretty helpful. And again, it just, you can tweak this any way you want. If you don't want to do all those things or however you want to make that day happen, it just gives you a nice outline of how to arrange that. Here's what I like. We have a student questionnaire. So this is pretty helpful. And well before the day, if you can give this to your students, you can ask them, of course, their name, what are their plans? Are they going to go to college? What's their major, minor? Are they going to do more of a career technical program? Are they considering the military, becoming an apprentice, going directly into the workforce or other? And they can, if they check not sure, don't know, this is a great time for counselors to start working with that student and help them shore up what those plans could be.
Mm-hmm.
You use these, Annette?
Yes, I use that.
Okay. You were talking this week about you had a student that you knew was kind of waffling on what they wanted to do, and just pull them in and help them firm up what their plans are going to be.
And I also use this with my freshmen to try and get them in the mindset of going to college. So what?
Oh, that's a good idea.
As a freshman, on what do you want to do? So now is the time. You know, now I always tell a freshman, when you cross the threshold in high school, your life begins. Everything you do from this point on will follow you the rest of your life. So now you need to make decisions, and you need to make sure you stay on the path of the right decisions that you're making. Because a lot of times you mess up your freshman year, and then when you become a senior, you're like, oh man, I messed up. So I try to get the freshmen to do this first instead of waiting until they're senior. And that way they got a idea what it is they want to do, and I can help them better because then that gives me an idea what they want to do, so I can get that information to them as freshmen and say, okay, this is what you need to do in order
Right.
to achieve that goal. So
Yes. Good, good. All right. And then we have a planning calendar template, which could help. So that kind of gives you a line of the whole year, what you need to kind of gear the students toward. So that's helpful just as an overall idea of where the students need to be. And then we'll have like we have currently last year's video we did on the website, and then later we'll put this one on. And then there's the other side for the students. So there's a senior exit checklist. And again, it's kind of like that questionnaire, but it lets them take a moment just to think, what do I want to do? So they're filling this one out for themselves. And it talks about doing their parchment for their transcripts, checking their keys account, ordering their cap and gown. It also looks at listing which colleges they're thinking about, military, workforce, and whether or not they've done the FAFSA. So it really is pretty comprehensive. This is a nice sheet to give to the students too. Do you use this one at all, Annette?
I haven't used this one, but I think I'll probably use it this year.
Yeah, it's a nice little sheet there. I like it. Okay. And then we do have a little section there for the students if they want to use one of our infographics for social media there too. So if they click on that, there's one that they can pull up and use on that sheet. And it just kind of goes for that. So there's one where they could modify it and make it, use it for themselves. Is there anything else that you would like to add, Annette, that just kind of goes over what we've talked about today?
Well, I'm kind of excited and looking forward to this college decision day for North Harding, because I think it's going to be something that it's going to last a lifetime, and they're going to want to do it year after year after year. So,
oh yeah, I'm really excited for you all. It looks like a lot of fun, and I love the shirt idea. That is just super. That's terrific.
yeah.
Right. Well, we wish you the best with your college to senior decision days for your seniors, and try to remember to make it as broad and comprehensive as you can so that we include students who are thinking of things other than just college, because we know that they need to do something. And I think that's the biggest point. We want to make sure that they are graduating with intention of what can happen after high school.
Yeah, and the reason, you know, somebody has suggested, well, we'll just call the seniors out that's going somewhere. And I said, no, I want all the seniors, whether
That's
they're
right.
going anywhere or they decide I want to sit at home on the couch, they need to be there because I need to know.
Yes. Well, and it really does help for them to kind of firm up in their mind and make a commitment, because it's easy for time to pass. And suddenly we, 6 months after high school and they're not going anywhere. So we do want to help them in trying to make some kind of commitment. And there's nothing wrong with going in the workforce. We know that companies are paying a lot more than they used to right now. It's just making that commitment of where they want to go and how they want to spend their time. All right. Annette, thank you for being with us today. And thank you for being a terrific college coach. We appreciate everything you do. And we appreciate you all visiting with us today. I'm going to turn the recording off now, if I can figure out how to. There we go. All right, so we are going to stop the recording. Thank you very much.